Good morning, guys. Good morning. And I am so glad that you are here with me today because it's my birthday. I'm so excited. I am finally 21. I can do all these neat things now because I'm an adult now. How many times can you be 21 in a lifetime? I'm just so grateful to make it around the sun just one more time so that I can have an opportunity to inspire, motivate, and love on y'all. And today is my birthday, but I am just so thankful to God for not letting me go. I just want to talk to somebody who may be in the midst of something and you don't even understand how you made it out, but God just wouldn't let you go. I want you to understand this on my birthday today, that I was really thinking about how the enemy tries to present prospects to me, or scenarios or invitations to just see if I would take just one bite of that apple. And every time it gets denied. I want you to know that for some of you, just like myself, I look back over the year and I want you to know that somebody mad because they didn't get to come into your life and mess it up. I want you to know that you were on the radar from below where the enemy wanted to send somebody into your life to mess it up. You slipped through the crack of hell. And somebody is sitting there scratching their head wondering today how everything else that they used on everyone else just simply did not work for you. You got away. They wanted to mess you completely up. I think back even sometimes over my life of things that I may have wanted to kind of get into, or somebody that I was really attracted to, or really like, oh my goodness, this is the perfect person. And God will come in as a layer of defense and pull me back from certain situations because he understands what resides on the inside of people. See, sometimes even though we go through rejection, it hurts, and it hurts our ego sometimes. But when you really think about it, it's like God coming in and he's pushing that person away from you because he wants to sustain you, advance you, and elevate you. That person sometimes could be the one thing that could pull you off of the pace that you are on today. And I'm so grateful to God for all of that in my life. And I'm so thankful that he blocked certain things in my life to preserve me. When I look back, I just think about it. I don't look like anything that I've been through. And it's a lot of you that don't look like the hell that you have been through. Baby, when you are in the will of God, he will preserve you like an angel in his bosom, under his wings. I mean, he will sustain you. Abraham, when he talked about God, since we're having a conversation, since it is my birthday, can I have a moment real quick? When Abraham talked about God, he talked about him being a provider. We all have like different names for God, just depending on the miraculous wonder that he performed in our lives. And if I had to think about anything, God is so good, it's kind of hard to kind of narrow it down to one word. But if I could think about a word for God, as a single woman with absolutely no support in my life, that God does everything, he's like life support for me, I would say that God is a sustainer. In the midnight hour, he's a sustainer. When things are falling apart in your life, he is a sustainer. When you weren't even supposed to make it, baby, he is a sustainer to keep you 10 toes down. You understand what I'm saying? He is a sustainer. When the enemy tried to come in and get you off kilter, baby, he is a sustainer for anybody who try him. I would challenge any demon, all right, to try my God. Anybody to try God. I want you to know that when you taste and you see that he is so good. I want to tell y'all something. I remember one time I was going through some things in my life. Man, it was the awakening that I had. I'm like, this keeps happening. God, it's like, you're not getting it. You ain't woke yet. So it's in my mind, I said, it has to be something different. This show up again in my life. God, what are you showing me? And I began to kind of dig inside of myself and begin, with God's help, pull back layers of things that literally covered my whole identity up. I want you to understand that some of you may be going through some painful situations right now, but it's because God is trying to free you up so that your identity can show up. Because a lot of times, just depending on what we go through, we kind of lose our image in the midst of the stuff. God is saying that he's trying to pull back the layer so the real you can manifest in this environment. I never in a 1,000 years would be thinking I would talk to people about how the mind works, how to stay in alignment for the will, the tactics that the enemy will use to get you outside of the will, how profound it is when you stay within the will, you are divinely protected from the flaming arrows of that evil one. I want you to understand all of that. I'm so shy. I promise you I am, but it's something that happens when I begin to allow God to use me. I promise you it's something else that shows up, and it's just the spirit of him in me manifesting to you to let you know what you can do within his will. I want you to understand something just real quick before I exit up out of here on my birthday. I want you to know that it was somebody in your life that's upset today because they didn't have an opportunity to mess you up. I want you to understand that they tried to put out every romantic gesture, everything in your life, but they could not mess you up. I want you to understand that you got a blessing right now that's crowning right now, that the enemy is standing in your way because he's trying to get you to cave on your faith and mess you up. I want you to understand right now that somebody is just sitting back studying you to try to figure out how they can get through so they can mess you up. Sometimes when people reach out to you, it ain't always because they're mesmerized by you. It's because they want to conquer you and take you completely down. And I want you to know that if it had not been for the blood, okay, on our side, if it had not been for God sustaining you in the midnight hour, if it had not been for him pulling back the cataracts of foolishness on your eyelids, if it had not been for his spirit that lives on the inside of you, you would have fell for the okie doke and your life would be a mess today. So somebody mad on my birthday, hey, that they didn't get a chance to come into my world to mess it up. Somebody's upset and got some great old national teeth today because they didn't get an opportunity to come in your life and mess it up. I want you to understand, like sands through the hourglass, baby, you were one of the ones that slipped through the cracks because you are in the will of God. And on my birthday, I'm so excited to say to you, hold up. I put my phone on do not disturb. But anyway, I am so excited to say to you on my birthday that you were the one that slipped through the cracks, baby, that they did not have a chance to mess with. And until the next video, guys, peace, because I still believe in you. Oh, and I just want to say the lipstick and all that, I will put that down into the description box for you. I love you guys. Peace. Bye now.